this piece called Bangkok.
This piece is called Bangkok?
Yeah, he said he got inspiration from when he arrived Bangkok. Everything just chaotic all over the place, but because he come from like Sweden, everything have to be in order.
Yeah.
So this kind of like give him a sense of relief, like freedom. So that's why he created this piece.
Yeah. People, jadi ini dia workshop sederhana aja. Jadi ada satu lantai, dia bangunannya bangunan 3 lantai, tapi lantai 2 dipakai untuk naruh artworknya. Di sini dipakai untuk naruh alat-alatnya, juga material, meskipun di atas juga ada kayak veneer gitu. Ini meja untuk setting up semuanya. Di sini ada mesin amplas. Terus di sana juga ada ya mesin amplas juga, sander. Terus dia punya beberapa dust collector, ada 2, semuanya jet. Dia semuanya pakai jet nih. Ini jet, itu jet, this one's jet, that one's also jet, that one's also jet, and this one is also jet. Nah ini juga, this one is also jet. Ini jointer. Terus di sini juga dust collector, tapi ini bukan jet kalau dust collector yang ini. Tapi dia punya banyak dust collector. Terus main attractionnya di sini itu adalah saw stop yang jadi table saw andalnya dia. Dia pakai saw stop yang 3 HP. Di sini dia pakai 3 HP. Nanti bisa milih. Ada pertimbangannya kenapa pakai 3 HP. Tapi karena di sini bisanya pakai 3 HP, jadi nggak masalah. Nggak harus 3 pas misalnya. Terus di sini dia naruh perlengkapannya kayak ini, board duduk. Terus dia bikin, karena dia berurusan dengan ada bending, jadi dia bikin steam boxnya dia sendiri. Ini kayak gini. Jadi dia nanti masukin ke dalam, ada generatornya juga sendiri. Karena kebetulan dia sekolah di Amerika, dia jadi banyak punya perlengkapan craftsman. Di sini dia naruh tools manualnya dia. Ada planer, ada gergaji, nokogiri, semuanya di situ. Di sini dia paling suka ngajar. Ini dia peralatannya dia. Ini stok kayu yang ada di sini. Dia punya banyak banget clamp. Terus ini vakumnya. Ini dia kayak gini. Peralatannya dia banyak juga Irwin. Yamamoto ini jet lagi. Perlengkapannya dia juga cukup aman gitu. Dia pakai earmuff dan lain-lain, pakai kacamata gitu. Impact, wrench, bore dan lain-lain juga ada di situ. Ini juga cordless circular saw dari Makita. Gila, kabinetnya juga lengkap kan. Ini juga kabinet untuk kerja, keren banget. Nah, kalau teman-teman lihat dia ini udah puluhan tahun dia belajar, dan dia belajarnya di situ Rochester Institute of Technology. Dia belajar dia Master of Fine Art untuk furniture design. Jadi ya dia udah punya nama baik untuk furniture design, desainnya juga, woodworkingnya juga, dan juga dia itu artis karena karya-karya yang udah dia hasilkan. Nah, mari kita ngobrol-ngobrol dulu sama dia. Semoga ada inspirasi yang bisa didapetin oleh teman-teman. Let's start. You know, there's a lot of skillful worker also make something like this, but they stay at the small village and nobody knows them and nobody really appreciate what he can do.
This is some of the work I put in the exhibition last year. So I integrate curve bending with like wood strip. Yeah.
Yes, this is delicate, delicate job.
Yes. Yeah. Have to be very patient.
And this one, so as a concept, I remember seeing this at the website. So as a concept, how do you explain something like this for common people like me?
So actually, this technique, like curve bending, I have been doing it since 2016.
2016?
Yeah. So actually, when I approached this technique, I I received this incredible opportunity to be an artist in resident in US. And I think at that time I just came out from my second solo show in Bangkok, and the whole body of work made from wood bending lamination and freeform bending technique. So it's already involved bending. So when I arrived at the residency, I have this like question in my mind, kind of like want to challenge myself to see like you already make like this body of work from bending technique. Do will I capable to do more, right, with bending? But it have to be like another bending technique I never done before.
You have to explore more.
Yeah, I want to explore something I never explored before. Then I remember I saw my mentor giving demo on how to do curve bending. I'm like, alright, I never tried this.
This looks even more complicated. You have to what is it, to put some spine or
Yeah, like some wedge. So
wedge to the
I think that's how I start. So like the series of exploration with like curve bending. At that time, I'm only like do curve bending from table saw.
So what wood is it?
This is teak.
Teak, and then
And this is I think this is ash.
ash. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, and this is how you incorporate your art with some other art, or you do also
No,
this?
This is from one of the ceramic professor in US. We swap like some small work. So she gave this to me. This is my friend. My friend gave this to me, and this is like a gift from friend also. This is the first generation of this work. The second one, I put it in the exhibition last year, and it sold to Singaporean collector already. Oh. So this is the first one.
This is the very first one. Yeah. And this is...
I used to have a Swedish woodworker came and stay with me for about 5 weeks.
5 weeks?
Yeah. He want to do, at the beginning he approached me, he want to do like internship. He want to gain more experience outside of the country, but I looking at his work and he's very skilled. I told him
skillful.
Like, how about come and do self-direct internship? Like come up with your own project.
And let's start to do things.
And then I share you the space, the tool, and then if you need some input, I will always be here and then like help. So pretty much just like giving people opportunity and space. So this piece called Bangkok.
This piece is called Bangkok?
Yeah, he said he got inspiration from when he arrived Bangkok. Everything just chaotic all over the place, but because he come from like Sweden, everything had to be in order.
Yeah.
So this kind of like give him a sense of relief, like freedom. So that's why he created this piece.
Yeah, it's
out
like,
of like a scrap in my studio.
Yeah. It's only like this. This is not on the same size.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
So he gave me this as a gift before he left. Yeah, so I just like keep it. This is work from I brought it back from US. Yeah,
from work? From study?
Yeah, from my thesis show.
That's also crazy.
Yeah, same one.
This is skilled. Great. Oh.
This is from bed lamination. But this is work from 2016.
2016,
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Oh, that's cool. So, later, I'll ask questions later.
Sure.
And this is all. So, here is it. Veneer Tech Craftsman's Challenge 2013, Excellence in Natural Veneer and Woods, Product Application, Honorable Mention, Student Design presented to Nucharin Woodworking, Rochester Institute of Technology, Flex Room Divider. What is it? Where's the flex room divider?
Oh, it's not here.
Uh,
Yeah, at home.
Okay.
And most of my work have been sold already too.
Let's say I would prefer to call myself a woodworker more than an artist.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, but I mean, the thing is, how other people perception of me is really depend on them. Some people still call me designer.
Ah.
Some people consider me artist. So it's really depend on each person because I think everyone have different like view, different lens when they look at other person and what do they do. It's depend on their experience, their exposure to like those kind of part, right? But I think to call myself a woodworker is kind of like the commitment I want to make, not I want to make that I made with the medium I work with, because I mostly work with wood and it doesn't have to be only art. It can be functional object also. So I think woodworker pretty much like describe like who I am better.
You will represent you.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just very it's just like very straightforward. A person who work with wood,
Okay.
that's pretty much it.
Very simple.
Yeah, very simple. And I love my medium and I want to do this for the rest of my life. So that's pretty much explain everything.
That's great. And how long have you been doing this?
This September gonna be my 15 year.
15 years.
Yes, 15 year in this practice. Yes. Yeah, it's just a beginning actually.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's
the first phase.
I think I'm entering the second right now. For me, like the first 10 year, I consider is like a first act. Yeah, and I think like because at the beginning, if you start doing it for 3 or 4 years, I still have that question like, am I still gonna do this in the next 4 year or 5 year? Because everything's still very new and you still don't see yourself like in this place at that moment. But I think once I reach like I pass like 10 years and then I know this is like gonna be like the thing that I'm gonna do for the rest of my life, then I know that all right, now I'm entering the second act. It's not that like I way better than before, but it's more like my mission is like much more clear. Yeah, I know what I'm doing. Like it's clearer than before.
Clearer path.
Yeah, clearer path, and I also like have some aesthetic language that I want to invest into, because before that I need to try everything to see which one I want. But once I get into bending, I know that this is kind of like my love language to woodworking, because this kind of pushed me to talk more with people about woodworking. Like before that, I still very skeptical to share my own work. But once I start to explore with bending, I think it gave me that confidence that like I want people to understand more what this thing can be.
Yeah, let's get back to 15 years ago. And how can you start this stuff? What happened?
What happened, right? Never thought this could happen. Never have any idea about doing woodworking at all. Don't even realize that there are a career part that called woodworking.
Yeah, we never knew that.
Yeah, but I think my love of furniture design kind of brought me into this. I tried to apply for furniture design school when I plan to go for higher education. So I applied for 4 schools in total. Rochester Institute is the only one that accept me. And the difference is I applied to RISD, the program called Furniture Design, but for Rochester Institute, the program called Woodworking and Furniture Design. Actually, at that time, I don't know what I'm gonna get myself into. Feeling quite scared actually, because my background back then is very functional design training, very problem solving based. So to see that woodworking can be so many things, I feel a little bit out of place.
Yeah.
But my family really pushed me to take this opportunity because
No, they challenge you.
yeah, both challenge and push and support. Yeah, like don't be scared when something like you don't know happen. It can turn into a good thing. You need to give yourself a chance and give it a try.
Yeah.
So I think like, all right, let's give it a try and then see what's gonna happen. And then yeah, I just start from there. When I start to learn about woodworking, I start to slowly fell in love with it without knowing. And it's not happened right away. I think like it took me about 3 years to start to realize that the time and the labor I invest in this, I never see myself devote to anything this much before. Like being very disciplined, being on time, taking very good care of myself because I want to be able to work. When I see like how this thing can like transform me into this gonna sound cliche, but a better version of myself, like the version that I never thought that, actually this can be me. I'd be able to build something. Then I start to realize that, I actually really love this thing and I want to do it.
So at the beginning of your career, it's kind of different path between doing woodworking as furniture making and doing as you did, is creating art. It's going to be different path.
Yeah, definitely different.
So how's that happen and what makes it?
I think the thing is it just happened without knowing. I probably have this thing in me like for a while since I'm doing since I was an industrial designer. I love experimenting with form and technique, and I love explore with form and technique. And I use that in pretty much every project. If the project allow me to do, I will always try to do that because that's how I think, that's how I work best. I normally don't sketch in sketchbook. I need to like get my hand on material and then start making something.
Oh really? So the process is not you sketching everything?
No. Actually, the end result of my work at the beginning, I don't know what it's gonna be. Everything happened during like spontaneously, yes, during the process. And I try to keep that door open because when I was a designer, we always need to have some certain answer for client already. What it's gonna be, what it's gonna look like, where is this thing gonna be. So when I approach woodworking, I think like this thing can be so much more. Like the possibility is just like endless, and I want to keep myself freedom to like learn how to flow with the process, not forcing anything. Learn to work with the medium as my friend, as my like working partner. Not forced wood to be what I want it to be, but in the same time allow everything to happen because it's supposed to happen. Yeah, so this is like the way I work. So that's why I normally not gonna start with sketch. I have sketchbook, but normally it's number because I need to know which thing gonna go with which thing. But everything that happened is kind of like happen at that moment. The way I bend the wood, the way I twist, how I want to form it. After I did couple of experiment, I'm gonna like take note and then I'm gonna have like some criteria. What should I go next? Like how thick of each wood should be. Then I know that I can start go from there.
What is the possibilities?
Yep. But if I have to approach furniture making, it's gonna be different because with furniture making, I still not letting myself free for like that much.
Ah,
Yeah, but who knows? In the future, I might doing some show that involve furniture, and I think the context of the furniture piece can be something very emotional also.
yeah, very emotional. That's the correct word. Because from my perspective, I don't know anything that we could apply emotional thing to that part, especially with wood. But from what I can see from your piece, you kind of put some emotional stuff to that piece.
I think that's happened because I also allow myself to be in that moment, to not try to force everything to happen. Try to like, it's almost sound like a Zen Buddhism a little bit, just
Okay,
like
Zen.
yeah, learn to be in the moment and like just go with the flow, not force anything. Yeah, just let things happen, let things flow. Then when I'm really in that state, things gonna come out like naturally.
Okay. Okay, we finished with the process, and now I want to know um, the experience your experience when you learn woodworking in Rochester. What's happening? Because not much of us study the right way in woodworking. So maybe you can share something.
Uh, it's a it's one of the oldest school in US. One of the oldest woodworking school in US. So I learned a lot of skill and technique that still traditional.
Traditional.
Yeah, I remember my first project. I had to build one table all by only by hand tool. The only machine that they allow me to use is I can use the bandsaw to like split the wood, but not allowed to use it to cut joinery. So all the joinery have to happen with hand saw and chisel.
Yeah.
So I think when you put people into that place that they don't have much access of something that can make everything go fast, and you need to rely on yourself. So yourself is a resource to make things happen. Then it's gonna challenge you into many mental states. You're gonna start to question about your ability to yeah, right, your patience also, like you've been cutting this small piece of wood for a while, but it's not going anywhere. But I think it's a good way to, I will say, is destroy my pride and my ego, because
It humbles us.
it's humble us. Yes, I'm not an arrogant or cocky person, but at that time when I first started working, I was 25. I came out from design school. I worked in design company for 2 years. So it's kind of like young butt that you want to prove yourself hey, I know about the world.
Fire.
Yeah, I just want to prove that I know. But actually, when I get into woodworking, I just realized that actually I didn't know anything. The thing I think I know, like it's just like my own perception. I think when you got put into that state, you can either come out stronger, or some people who feel discomfort, they might run away. But in my case, it gave me some kind of peace that I don't have to carry like that kind of ego anymore. And then I know that I can be beginner again, and then I can learn and have fun. Yeah, so that's what happened. And then I think like through each project, I learn different skill, and different skill lead me to different path of thinking. I get to learn more about myself through like each project. Like when making chair, I see myself in like another form that I never know that I could do this kind of work before. Or like even some project that it didn't turn out good, but it still like tell me a lot about like who I am when I'm like run into like obstacle. How do I deal with it? Right? How do I pick myself up when like two of my projects like fail like 2 semesters in a row? How can I get back and then do better? So that's kind of like thing I learned. And I think like because in US, you need to be able to take care of yourself.
Yes.
You need to be independent.
Yes.
You need to be able to speak your mind. If you want to defend your idea, you need to say it, not let other.
It's kind of different with.
It is very different in Southeast Asian culture.
Yeah.
So that's put me into a very uncomfortable place, but it's also taught me that the only one who can make me better is me.
Yes.
And I have to learn how to do a difficult thing, even it make me feel uncomfortable. Because sometimes I will get challenged by my classmate that my idea is not good enough, but sometimes it's just a mind game. They want to see how I react. It's not that the idea not good, but that's kind of like American culture. They want to see whether you in this for real or not. Then I need to like step up and then let people know that, hey, I'm take this serious. And yeah, like bit by bit, it start to like shape me to become who I am today. Yeah.
There's a lot of artists and also the stuff that they did. So how do you see the woodworking industry here in Thailand or in Asia in general?
I think if we talk about like Asia, like in Japan, in Korea, they like already like way far behind like Thailand. Yeah, far behind more. I will say like more than 100 years. Yeah, the know-how they have, how woodworking ingrained into their everyday life and their culture. So I think in case of Thailand, we have like deep root in craft since way back in the past. But I have a feeling that like somewhere along the way, it had craft, design, art and craft have been like go like into like different crossroad until people doesn't feel connect three of these things anymore. But if you go to somewhere in Europe, you still can discuss like art and craft with designer. But like here it's difficult. Like people will think that one thing have to be only one thing, which actually there are art and craft in design and there are design in art and craft. So there are like three of these things. They are a bit of each other in everything. Yeah, and they always complement each other. You just need to know the way how to do it. So like right now, I think the community of people who interested in woodworking and people who want to do woodworking both professional and both as a hobbyist start to grow bit by bit each year. So it's a very, very good sign what I see. And I think we are like small community, but the diversity of the work is quite good for the scale we have. So it's not only just like, it's not that like everyone only want to do kumiko or something. There's like people who love like making like sculpture from firewood and driftwood, people who do stuff like me, people who are making furniture from reclaimed wood also, or even people who like their work heavily influenced from like either Japanese or like Scandinavian style. Yeah, even just only one or two people doing those things, but I think like as a whole in community is very complement each other in terms of like the diversity of the work. Because I think if we have big community but everyone only want to do kumiko, then it doesn't speak for anything. Like maybe you have like 1,000 woodworker, but everyone only want to do kumiko, but nothing else. And nothing wrong with kumiko, but I think if you want community to survive, you need like diversity of thought, diversity of the work, and we need everyone. We need professional woodworker. We need the hobbyist, right? Toolmaker, people who want to mentor other people. We need to have like a education in woodworking in younger age also, right? So when we make woodworking common, then people gonna feel like, oh, this is not strange. Like we see this in everyday life, and it's a very useful life skill if you can build or fix things, right? So hopefully the community gonna grow more and more and become like more tighter together. I think we still figure it out how to manage this ecology system. This is what I see because it's still fairly like new for us.
Final question: what do you think about that experience to teach people with woodworking? And what is the experience?
Okay. I think, like I said before, that I want people to see woodworking beyond a hand skill. I want people to see this as a life skill that when you have in your life, it's gonna make your life more ground, more discipline, and it can offer like a better opportunity for your life. It can help like people turn their life around when they have skill to either fix things, build something, or make something, because you're gonna have confidence when you be able to do that. Like I see many of my students who never do any like physical activity with making stuff by themselves before.
Yes.
At the beginning, I know that they feel very uncomfortable. They feel very awkward how to hold this tool, how to turn on this machine. But like, yeah, and I think they start to like feel that, oh, why this is so hard, right? You're gonna start to question yourself when you start doing something new. But halfway through the course, when they start to be able to figure things out by themselves, I'm gonna give them space to like do more, because I want them to have that confidence. Once they have that confidence, then that confidence can apply to like other things in life also. Like even you don't do woodworking for living, but this give you joy during the weekend from a very stressful work, then do it. It doesn't matter at all whether you're professional or you are hobbyist, as long as you have joy to do it. And if you have only maybe 4 hours a week to do it, then don't give up. Just do it. Like why give up? I mean, you already have like chance to do something that can make you feel better, and maybe it can end up lead to like make your life better. You should not throw it away. So when I teach people, that's what I want them to feel. Think of this as opportunity. Even you end up doesn't like woodworking, that's okay. At least you try something. Maybe you know that like you probably want to do ceramic work more. Then you did that and you fell in love with it. Then I think it's a win.
Anything you want to say to fellow woodworker in Indonesia?
Keep doing what you do. Yeah, keep making and just enjoy life, and whatever opportunity came, just learn to ride the wave of life. This is what I try to do now. Yeah.
Great. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Good luck.